I have to ask the question, where have all the owl folk gone?
Well, Ted, that would be Strixhaven, Curriculum of Chaos, and, well, they're no longer owl folk. Let me introduce you to a new D&D race, the Owlin.
I'm Nerdarchy Ted.
I'm Nerdarchy Dave. Welcome to Nerdarchy. For nerds, by nerds.
Now, hopefully with this video, we won't ruffle your feathers.
As you may have guessed, we've got some Strixhaven books out here, so we're going to do another video about Strixhaven. This time we're going to go into Chapter 2, Character Options, and we are going to take a look at the new race option.
So the Owlin, distant kin of giant owls from the Feywild. Owlin come in many shapes and sizes, from petite and fluffy to wide-winged and majestic. Owlins have arms and legs like other humanoids, as well as wings that extend from their back and shoulders. Like owls, Owlin are graced with feathers that make no sound when they move or fly, making it easy for them to sneak up on you in the library. Your Owlin character might be nocturnal, or perhaps your character is simply prone to rise later, embodying the common nickname of Night Owl.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with how Wizards of the Coast is now doing the race options, it was introduced as a optional feature in Tasha's, and now it is pretty much the standard, and a lot of races you can choose to be small or medium. Things that would be considered more cultural now, you get to pick instead of just being assigned them, like, weapon training, armor training, and that kind of stuff. And the stats as well, you can either do 3+1s, a +1 and a +2, and you just put those wherever you want. They're not set to any particular stat array anymore.
Yeah, just as long as you're not choosing the same stat for your individual bonuses.
Yeah, you can't just stack the pluses. Real quick, as you see, we have the books. Ted's got the special cover. I've got the regular cover. Wizards of the Coast was nice enough to send us a couple. So that means a couple things. If you're a fan of the channel, and you probably know what this means, we've got like 3 copies of these to give away, one of which is a special cover. If you happen to be a member of our newsletter, if you go to our website and check out our contest section to submit a form via snail mail, or you happen to be a Patreon, you can enter to win one of our giveaways. So for the next couple of months, we'll probably be giving these away. No surprise there. Also, if you can't wait till then, and you don't want to take your chances, no worries. Down in the description, we will drop an Amazon link. It's an affiliate link. We earn a small commission. If you use that link, it helps to support the channel. If you don't have a local flags you would like to support instead.
But if you're looking for another way to help out the channel, to keep making videos like this, as well as all the awesome content over on nerdarchy.com, why not come check us out on Patreon and support us there?
As a special thank you, you'll receive 5e content for both players and GMs alike. We make magic items, which we sometimes turn into print and play magic item cards, drop-in encounters you can use in your games, spells, feats, races, subclasses, and so much more. There's even a chance to game with Nerdarchy. Once a month, we have a fan game that you may be randomly selected for. There will be a link in the description up in one of these cards for a free Patreon download sampler, so you can check it out and see what the rewards look like over there.
All right, so we're going to dive into the Owlin and see what this kind of looks like. So first off, creature type is a humanoid. Size is your medium or small. You get to choose when you select this race. You have a walking speed of 30 feet, and you have dark vision out to 120 feet.
But that's not all. Flight, thanks to wings, you have flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use this flying speed if you can't use this flying speed if you are wearing medium or heavy armor. That denotion of equal to your walking speed is very important, because that means that anything that affects your walking speed also affects your flight. Very cool. You also have silent feathers. You have proficiency in the stealth skill.
So this is not a huge diversion from what existed within the Unearthed Arcana, Folk of the Feywild. Just about everything was the same. The dark vision was 90. As we said, it's now 120 feet. So they've really got good vision, pretty much on par with the best in the business. They used to have magical sight, being able to cast detect magic as a ritual. That has been, strict and gone. And then, with their flying, they used to have the ability to, as a reaction when they fall, to make a dex save DC 10. And if they pass, they can stop themselves from falling.
So those features are gone and replaced, and we've gotten a slimmed down Owlkin. I guess those other things were far too powerful.
Well, there was some possible talk about, you know, technically the wording is you fall prone. So there might have been some people who were using that like, nope, I'm going to make a save. I'm not prone because I didn't fall. You know, so there could be a number of reasons why that was pulled. That one was the one that we kind of came up with the most. I feel in our games, if you have a fly speed and you're literally in the air and someone tries to make you fall, unless you're stunned or have no ability to fly anymore, you're gonna you can't fall prone, or you can't fall because you're legitimately flying.
Yeah, I guess the raw is, if you're knocked prone while flying, you fall, which we've never done in our games. I don't think most of the games I played in people do that either. Matter of fact, most of the games I played in, if you have wings or a fly speed and something makes you fall, you can just catch yourself.
Right.
You know, some of the more aggro DMs might make you make a saving throw or acrobatics check or something, but generally it's not been an issue. So, what classes are you excited to use the Owlin for?
I have to say I'm very intrigued by the imagery that they have. Pages 28 and 30 of these owls, or the owlins. I don't know what it is about, the one on page 28 where he's kind of like flying off the edge. But I think a owlin monk might be kind of cool. That's kind of what this shot here, kind of gravitates towards for me. Even though I know this is from Strixhaven, so I know they're all spellcasters of some kind. But of course, there's a little bit of power gaming of like, oh, well, if you get increased walking speed and that increases your fly speed, that could be, pretty cool to be like, all right, I fly really fast.
Yeah, I think they're going to excel as monks, rogues, barbarians, rangers, any of the classes where you're not wearing heavy armor anyway, because wearing heavy armor as an Owlin is going to suck because you can't use your fly speed. So there is that. Or you need to find, I think Mithril will reduce it to make it considered medium armor, and then maybe you can fly. But for the most part, like your heavy armor fighters and paladins, they're going to kind of get ruled out. For your spellcasters, you're going to get a little more flexibility with being able to fly, that greater dark vision, as well as having this proficiency in stealth. So there are things you wouldn't normally get access to. An Owlin Bard would probably be pretty cool as well.
I think a Bard would be fun, but I love as you brought it up, the concept of the Owlin Barbarian who chooses to be small because their speed is not based off of that. So like a barn owl, or like one of the really cutesy owls. Yeah, so like you got somebody who's tired of being, the cute one, or oh, ain't you sweet, kind of mentality for, their entire life. So like, all right, no, they're full of rage and spite, and you just can't help being this cute, adorable, fluffy bird folk. But you're going to be limited if you go small of what weapons you can wield. But you know what? For role-playing purposes, there's times I'm totally down for, dropping the lower, to a lower tier weapon just to be able to have this cool concept.
I mean, you're talking like a D8 instead of a D12 or 2D6, so it's not huge. Like, right. If you want a two-handle weapon,
yeah, you could two-hand a warhammer or a longsword and go to a D10 as opposed to a 2d6. So.
Well, and then also, like, if you take the mobility feat with this one, again, increased movement, but even better, you can do swooping attacks as long as you make an attack on the things that you leave the threatened area, then you don't have to worry about it. Or if you're a rogue, you can just do it and disengage easily and make those swooping attacks, or pepper things with ranged attacks from afar. I think there's a lot of potential. How do you think the Owlin stacks up to some of our other flying races like the Aarakocra?
Well, being Aarakocra was the first venture into a PC race that can fly, they pretty much are like, oh, you've got flight, that's more than enough. So, like, this is...
What about those talons, man?
You mean the D4 talons? Like, yeah. I'm sorry, like, there's so many other races that have got better weaponry. I just... The Aarakocra is kind of cool in concept, but everything that has come after it that has the ability to fly is infinitely better in its build.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they do they're fast. They get 50 feet of flight. So I guess that factors in, but I don't know how much that matters like in the game per se.
There's probably areas where that could be kind of exploited, but like you can build several different character types that easily get to 50 or higher with an Owlin, and that's all movement speed, including their flight when they get there.
Yeah, that's true. But those same builds would more than likely increase the Aarakocra's speed as well.
No, because they have a speed of 30 and a flight speed of 50.
25.
Sorry, they have a speed of 25 and a flight speed of 50. So,
well, Monk, Barbarian, they just increase your speed. I don't think it's specific to your walking speed.
Oh, okay.
Mobility is the same way, but later on, definitely they started factoring that in when they started creating features and abilities. But anyway, so yeah, but you're right. Their kit is very small compared to the Owlins. You have a lot more things that you get to look forward to. Maybe when they do 5.5, they'll update the Aarakocra and
I would think
give them
so.
a boost.
It's either going to happen in 5.5 or they're going to update it in one of the books in between, then and here and then.
But the question is, folks, what do you want to play as an Owlin? What races, the race and class combo is the one you're waiting to do? A creepy Owlin Warlock? I don't know. It's definitely a possibility. Let us know down in the comments below.
While you're down there, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all those things that make Nerdarchy and YouTube happy. And don't forget, attune to that notification bell so you don't miss a single video.
Quick reminder, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we drop new videos here on the channel, so come on back. But hey, maybe you can't wait till then. No worries, we've got you covered. Up there, you can find a card to check out the Unearthed Arcana for Folk of the Feywild, and that's where you can see the Folk version if you wanted to see what we thought of it back then.
So until next time, stay nerdy.